Hey guys, what's up? Francois T here to discuss the latest episode of Shadowhunters, and I'm so excited to be talking about this. It's been a while since we've had a proper Shadowhunters chat, so I think now is a really good time to be talking about it because we had a huge reveal in the last episode, and I'm so excited to get to talking about this because obviously we found out that, what's his name? Fake Sebastian, as I call him, was revealed in the end to be, drumroll please, oh yes, Valentine's son, and he's this weird looking monster sort of thing, it's the best way to describe him, who sort of looks skinless. Very interesting, very weird, but one thing I am very happy and excited about is that I knew it. I called it for a long time saying Sebastian is all sorts of evil, and I knew that was the case, so there you go. But there were a lot of other great things that happened in the episode as well. So if you are in the room, say hi, and I will definitely give you a shout out. And yeah, I can't wait to start discussing all of this with you. So Alias is in the room. Hey Alias, thank you so much for being here. Yeah, so did you watch the latest episode of Shadowhunters, Alias? It was a really, really good episode. So yeah, let's see, what else did I enjoy? I, of course, love Malik, as you guys know. I'm a huge Malik fan. So that's, obviously that went really well for me. And yeah, just very happy with the way that it all turned out. Yeah, so if you have any comments, questions, or thoughts on the episode at all, certainly let me know and we will start discussing it. Alias, you haven't watched the episode. Oh, there you go. No, that's no problems at all. But thank you so much for being in the room. I do really appreciate it. If there's something that you would like to talk about, Alias, then let me know and we can discuss that while we're waiting for other people to arrive. I do understand that it's rather early over in the States where a lot of the Shadowhunters fans are, so it might take them a little while to get here. So if there's something else that you would like to talk about, certainly let me know. But Tori is here. Hey, Tori. I know that Tori is up to date with everything Shadowhunters. What did you think of the latest episode? Tori, guys, has read all of the books, so she's completely up to date and she knows everything that's going to happen. She's almost like a Shadowhunters oracle in many ways. So yeah, it's great to have you here because obviously, you know, we can have a really good chat about Shadowhunters, about the episode, and if there is anything that I am confused about, I'm sure that I can just ask you and say, Tori, what's going on here? Tori's certainly been helping me out with trying to understand a few separate things that I didn't quite understand to start with. But Tori says that she loved the episode. Yeah, I totally did too. What was your favorite part of the episode? Alias says 8 a.m, so it's not too early. Oh, awesome. That's really good. Well, hopefully people will start coming in to the chat quite soon. Tori says it was better than expected. Yeah, I completely agree. I felt like 2 episodes ago it was not as good as it had been. It was still okay. Last week was good, but this week was certainly even better. So I definitely appreciated that. And oh, so this random person, what's her name? Eileen. What is Eileen's deal? I'm sure that's not too much of a spoiler. If it's not, certainly let me know what her deal is because I'm quite confused with her. Tori says Sebastian and what he actually looks like was my favorite part. Oh, awesome, because that actually shocked me. Oh, there you go. So was there a description in the books as to how he would look? Obviously, yeah, it's really cool seeing it come to life. So I can understand that. The 10 Commandments is here. Hey, 10 Commandments, how are you? 10 Commandments says, hi, Francois. Hello. Thank you so much for being here. Did you watch the latest episode of Shadowhunters? What did you think? Let me know. Tori says, Eileen is Sebastian's cousin in the book as well. She's in like 1 or 2. Oh, there you go. So, yeah, so obviously this Eileen, random Eileen for me because, yeah, didn't really know who the heck she was, came down to the Institute to talk to Sebastian. And I was like, who the heck are you? Tori says, and no, actually, Sebastian didn't look like that at all in the book. He was handsome as hell. Oh, there you go. Very interesting. So they're obviously, you know, doing something slightly differently. I know that if we refer all the OGs that are in the room, if we refer back to the show we don't mention anymore, that was based on a book series as well, and they tried to deviate away from the books as much as they could. So, you know, maybe it'll be good if Shadowhunters does the same so that not everyone knows what's going to happen. The commandment says, I haven't. I'm killing people who don't follow 10 commandments right now. Oh, there you go. Fair enough. Thank you so much for being here. Tori, yes, Tori, I can definitely make you a mod for sure. There you go. May the power be with you. With great power comes great responsibility. So yeah, so definitely enjoyed it. One of the things I loved, which as you guys know, I'm not really a big fan of filler moments, but with both of my shows that I'm following this week, you're welcome, Tori. One of the things that I am enjoying is the filler moments, because I love Malik and they had a few scenes and I absolutely love seeing their relationship. I think they're both really beautiful together. And obviously we learned quite a bit about Magnus in this episode, and obviously his mother committed suicide when he was younger, and we got to see a flashback of this, which I really appreciated, and it showed him burning his stepfather to death, which was really interesting. I wonder if that appeared in the book series as well, and if people actually know more about that or what is to come. I also can't help but wonder if Alec being at the head of the Institute appeared in the book series as well, or if this is something different that they're doing in the television series. But yes, the reveal of this fake Sebastian was really, really, I think, well done. It was certainly not something that I was expecting. And yeah, it was a huge shock for me. So I was glad to see it, and I feel like this is where we're going to be going for the remainder of the season, or at least the first half of the season anyway, because obviously Valentine's with him now, and so we're going to start wondering, you know, what's going on there, and if, you know, they're going to do some evil plans or something like that. It should be quite interesting to see. Tori says, I don't think Alec is head of institute in the book. Oh, there you go. If he is, then it took a long time to get there. Oh, fantastic. So, yeah, either that or they're coming up with something different. Look, obviously I have no complaints that Alec is at the head of the institute. Alec is my favorite character in the show, so I'm very happy about that. Now let's take a moment to talk about Simon being a vampire and actually seeing his vampiric abilities come to life in this episode. I was so happy because, as you guys know, if you've been following my opinion on Shadowhunters, you will know that I've become quite bored of Simon of late. I really have. And the reason that I've become quite bored of him is because he's become a vampire and he's just not doing anything with it. He's walking around like he's a normal mundane. So the fact that he actually, you know, started getting out there and doing stuff and fighting and staking a vampire and biting people and all that, I was like, oh, finally, they're bringing this character to life. So that was very exciting for me. Tori says, I love Alec, but my fave is Jace. Oh, that's so awesome. And I have to keep apologizing for calling him Chase. I don't know why I do it. I guess maybe it sounds like Chase to me, but I have to ensure that I say Jace from now on. I do like Jace too. I've liked Jace for a long time, but Alec for me is definitely my favorite. Tori says, finally a vamp, Simon. Yeah, absolutely. So that's, yeah, exactly what we're talking about right now. And I love that they finally went there. And I'm hoping that he does a lot more. I hope this is not just a very quick, here's what Simon can do. Okay, let's move on and make him act like a mortal again. Like, I hope they keep this up because I really, really enjoyed that. Tori says, a lot of Vamp Simon craziness to come, promise. Oh, awesome. Big thumbs up to that then, because I'm certainly going to get very excited about Simon, Vampire Simon coming to life. I think that would be very exciting. And I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what happens with all of that. And this whole blood den thing is a very interesting revelation as well. Obviously, it's not totally unheard of in the fictional world that mundanes, some select mundanes like to get bitten. So I like that they introduced that into Shadowhunters, and I like the way they did it as well. A character that I'm actually coming to appreciate that I'll talk about quickly is Raphael. Now, I don't know if he is pure evil or what, but I'm coming to like him and trust him a lot more. One of the things I loved most about Raphael this week is that he used his powers of compulsion. If you're up on your vampire lore, you will know that, well, you know, the theory goes that vampires had the power to compel. So it was really good to see Raphael use this compulsion power against Luke's cop partner. Sorry guys, my mind is going a million miles an hour at the moment. So if there's anything that you guys want to specifically discuss about the episode, certainly let me know. We will get to those points as well. Let me see what I haven't spoken about so far. Yes, obviously, Tori says, yes, I have a love-hate relationship with him. You talking about Raphael? You have a love-hate relationship with Raphael? Let's see. What am I missing here? I'm just going back through my notes. I said all of this. Yes, wonderful. Excellent. Yeah, so I obviously don't know what's going to be happening with Raphael later on in the series. He could turn out to be like really evil or whatever, and you know that might change my mind. But for where he stands at the moment, I do have a lot of love for him. What else? Oh, so are we upset about Clary and Simon no longer being together? Because let me tell you, I am not upset about this at all. Hashtag Clace all the way. I was just, yeah, really happy that this is finally this stupid relationship, and I shouldn't say that, but I really just never liked it from the moment they got together. Has finally ended. I think, yeah, if there's one thing that's dragged on, it's been that relationship. So I'm so glad it's finally come to an end. And I really hope, yeah, that Clary and Jace get together very, very soon. We'll have to see. Tori says, yes, hashtag Clace. Yes, hashtag Clace all the way. I can't wait for them to get together. I certainly, excuse me, I certainly feel like they are going to go there now. Now that Simon and Clary have broken up, so I'm happy with that. Tori says, I want Simon with someone strong like Izzy or Maya. Yeah, I completely agree with you. I would have no problems with him being with either of them. I love the connection that he had with Izzy a couple of episodes ago, sorry, I should say, when they were walking around, I think it was like under an umbrella or something, they were having a discussion. I can't remember what the heck they were saying, but there seemed to be some nice chemistry there. So I would really like that. And yeah, I agree. I wanted to have someone strong. So I completely agree with you there. Speaking of Izzy, I did find it interesting that Eileen was talking to Sizzy. I like that. Hashtag Sizzy. Very good, Tori. I like that Eileen was talking to fake Sebastian, obviously thinking he was real Sebastian, about his addiction to Yin Fan and the fact that Izzy was there for the conversation. I found that really interesting. Has Izzy now actually kicked the Yin Fan habit, or is this something you think she might get back into in the future? Ten Commandments says, I've subscribed. Oh, wonderful. Thank you, Ten Commandments. I really appreciate it. I have a target I'm trying to reach at the moment of 300 subscribers if I can get it. So thank you so much for contributing to that. I really appreciate it. And welcome to the comment below and let me know family. It's so great to have you with us. So, yeah. that's I found that interesting, and it does make me wonder and question if Izzy is going to go back on Yin Fen or not. Tori says, I think she at least kicked the habit for a while. Oh, well, that's good. Because yeah, that was very interesting when she went down that path. And Tori's saying, welcome, welcome to 10 Commandments. Yes, absolutely. We love having new people come along to the family here. Comment below and let me know. So thank you so much for being a part of it. Tori says, happy to have you 10 Commandments. Yes, very much, completely agree. Yeah, so what else we're talking about? Oh, let's talk about Idris. I was so happy. We may have only had like 5 seconds of Idris, but that is enough to satisfy me for now. I've been wanting to see Idris from the moment I first started watching this series. All I could think about was, oh my god, I want to see Idris, I want to see Idris, I want to see Idris. All these people keep going to Idris or talking about Idris, and we just haven't seen it. I kept thinking, oh my god, please don't make this like another show I used to watch that I totally don't want to watch anymore called Lucifer, where they kept, referring to heaven and hell and all that. We spent maybe 1 minute in hell, and that was it, and we never went up to heaven. So I felt like we were being dragged along there. The great thing about Shadowhunters is that not only did they discuss Idris, but we went to Idris. So I absolutely loved that we went to Idris, and it's a beautiful place. From the small section we got to see, I think it was just really beautiful. So I'm hoping now that we're in this situation of the people that are there are in the situation of not knowing where Valentine is, I'm hoping that they'll walk around Idris like Izzy and Jay. So I hope they walk around Idris and we get to see a lot more. Tori says, I jumped out of my seat when they showed Idris. Yeah, that's so cool. I'm glad you did. Yeah, I didn't quite jump out of my seat, but I was screaming with a lot of joy. So I was very happy about that. I hope you guys haven't lost me. It looks like the video is buffing. So yeah, I hope that you haven't lost me. Where are we? 10 Commandments says 10 Commandments killer. There you go. Tori says, I've been dying to see Idris since I read the books. They didn't show it in the movie, so I've been waiting forever. Yeah, so definitely I recall seeing the movie and they definitely didn't show it in the movie. But yeah, so glad they're doing it now. Tori says, in the books, it is said to be the most beautiful, amazing place ever. Well, from the little glimpse that we got, I certainly feel like it is the most beautiful place. So, as I say, I hope they get the chance to sort of walk around and we get to see more of Idris. I mean, it was great to go and see the Sealy Queen and see what that looked like. But, I mean, hands down, Idris is the one place I've been wanting to go to for a very long time. So I am glad that we're finally going there, which is good. Yeah. Oh, here's a question I have for you, Tori. Can you possibly now explain to me why Simon keeps, sorry, not Simon, fake Sebastian keeps burning his hand? I'm still trying to make sense of it. Now, if it gives too much away, then obviously you can't tell me. But if it doesn't, I would like to know, because it still doesn't make sense to me why he burned his hand with an iron, why he put his hand over a flame. None of that is making sense to me. And I'm just thinking this guy is like totally cray-cray. So if there's an explanation that makes sense that won't give anything too much away, I would really love to know what it is, because, yeah, it just doesn't make any sort of sense to me at all. Another thing that I am wondering about, while I wait to see if there is a good answer for that one, is Magnus and his memories that he shared, that he not only kept seeing, but that he shared with Alec. I'm wondering if this is going to become, develop into something within the rest of the season. So I honestly don't know if it will or if it won't. But yeah, I am wondering if we're going to learn more about his childhood. I certainly would be very interested in learning more about Magnus's childhood. I see there are a few more people in the room at the moment. If you are here, certainly say hi and I will definitely give you a shout out. If you've seen the episode and you want to comment on it, certainly feel free to do so. And if you haven't, and you're just here because you're part of the comment below and let me know family, that is totally fine as well. I do know that some people just show up because they're part of the family, and I appreciate that. So say hi, and I will definitely give you a shout out. Tori says he was experimented on as a child in Jocelyn's womb. Valentine interjected demon blood into him, if you remember that from the beginning. Yes, I do. So it's because he can feel anything but pain. Oh, that I missed. Okay. So he can't feel pain. So I guess he was experimenting with doing stuff to see if he could feel pain or something. Tori says, you learn a good bit about Magnus. He also got a spin-off book series that they can draw inspiration from. He did? That is so awesome. I love that. What's the spin-off series called? I'm a huge fan of Magnus's. I've loved Magnus from the beginning, and then when Alec got with him, the show got even better for me. Alias says, I know me, Tori, and the serial killer are here. Oh, thank you, Alias. I appreciate it. And I appreciate you being here, Alias. That does mean the world to me. I know you haven't seen the episode, but to have you here does mean a lot. So thank you very much. It just goes to show whether or not you watch the shows that I'm watching, you know, people still show up. So I really appreciate that. Tori says Clockwork Angel, I believe. Oh, there you go. I'll certainly have to check that out. That is so cool. Yeah, because I do have a lot of love for Magnus. I should go back and rewatch the film, or do you not recommend that I go back and rewatch the film? I saw it at the cinemas. I haven't seen it since then, but I do remember that I loved the film. Tori says, hey, I have to stop messaging for about 20, but I'm still listening. I'm just driving. That's no problem at all, Tori. Alias says, who else is here, guys? Yeah, certainly feel free to say hi. Look, I feel like we've had a really good discussion about Shadowhunters, so if you guys want to keep talking about it, we can. But if there's anything that you guys do want to talk about while we're here in the room, certainly feel free to go ahead and ask me a question or come up with something random. I'm happy to talk about a couple of different things if you guys want. I can certainly multitask. Tori says the film wouldn't mess anything up. Go ahead and rewatch. There you go. I might actually go ahead and do that. Yeah, but I do love Supernatural. I don't know why I keep calling it Supernatural. I do love Shadowhunters. And if you love supernaturally themed shows, then I'll definitely recommend you watch it. But if you are here and you haven't watched the episode and there's something that you would like to discuss, certainly feel free to let me know, and we can go into discussing that as well. I have no issues with that, because I feel like we have discussed quite a bit about Shadowhunters already. So I'll turn that over to you guys. 10 Commandments says, I finished my 10 Commandment killings. Oh, well done, 10 Commandments. Tori says, the guy that plays Jace in the movie Love Heart, Love Heart, Love Heart, Love Heart. I'll have to have a look at that. His name. Is it Jamie Campbell? Oh no, that's someone else, isn't it? Oh, I don't know. I don't know what his name is. But yeah. Alias says, don't message while driving. That's very good advice, Alias. Don't message while driving, Tori. We love your dedication, though, and I do appreciate it. Tori says, yes. Oh, there you go. Yeah, so was very excited to watch Shadowhunters this week, but I was also very excited to see the Fosters as well. Just want to quickly say, for those of you who have seen the Fosters episode or have not seen it yet, we are doing a live chat for the Fosters tomorrow at 11 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. And just like with Shadowhunters, it was a really good episode. So I can't wait to start discussing that with you guys. But yeah, again, if there's anything else that you guys would like to discuss, certainly feel free to let me know. What else can I discuss with you guys? I don't really know. Yeah. But yeah, I definitely would recommend that you watch Shadowhunters, because it is a show that we are going to be doing live chats on until the day it finishes, because, I mean, this show is just not disappointing me at all. Alias says to the 10 Commandments, so John, How was it in the Hotel Cortez? I don't understand if that's meant to mean something. I'm definitely out of the loop on this one. Is this a show? Is it referring to the Bible? I honestly don't know. So if someone wants to explain if what this refers to, that would be great, because I honestly have no idea. But yeah, I might have a quick drink here. Ten Commandments says, good, it made me the killer. There you go. Yeah, so I'm thinking maybe next week of doing the Shadowhunters chat either at a different time or doing it for a shorter amount of time. Because obviously there's not a lot to talk about when it came to the episode. And I understand that Tori is driving, so that's absolutely fine. I have no problems with that, Tori, and I will wait for you. But yeah, I don't know how many people on comment below and let me know actually watch the show, but I am glad that some of you do, because it's a good show to talk about. And as I say, if you haven't watched it, certainly go out and watch it. So I must say this, and FYI, no spoilers, please. Something that I'm watching at the moment is 13 Reasons Why, and I'm absolutely loving this show. Without giving me any spoilers, all I want to know is this. When I get to the end of 13 Reasons Why, do you guys want to do a chat on it? Because if you do, I'm more than happy to do so. I watched the first episode because I couldn't think of anything else to watch at that moment, and I just fell in love and I couldn't stop watching it. So just like a certain someone can't stop listening to tapes, I couldn't stop watching the episodes themselves. So if you guys want to do a live chat on 13 Reasons Why, then we certainly can. If you're watching this delayed and you want to do a live chat on that, that's fine too. Comment below and let me know now that the video is uploaded if you're watching this in the future. Alias says, in America, Alias, you said something and now it's been retracted. I was just about to read it, but it's now gone. So unfortunately, that has disappeared. So I'm sorry to see that. Maybe I should take a look at the promo for next week's episode for Shadowhunters. That might be an idea. What do you guys think? Maybe we can do that. Let's have a look, shall we? See what comes up. There it is. All right, let's have a look at this promo. There are two promos here, so I don't know which one to look at, but I'll look at this one. Those total brothers and Apple's Clarion.
Have you been sending invites out to this pretty party?
What are you doing? That's impossible. Claves is keeping a massive secret. We need to find Valentine.
Jace!
I have power that you could only dream of.
Oh God.
Killing is always what I was best at. Something's wrong with Jace. Shadowhunters is all new.
Wow. Oh, that is so cool. That looks so awesome. I mean, I know Shadowhunters is a really good show anyway, but the promo looks amazing for next week. A lot of interesting things look like they're going to happen, especially with Jace, which is really exciting. All right, so Alias says, in American Horror Story, there is a serial killer calling himself the Ten Commandments Killer, and he stayed at a place called the Hotel Cortez. Oh, there you go. So I still haven't seen American Horror Story. That's why I didn't know. Ten Commandments says, a weird hotel. If you die there, you're trapped there for eternity. Oh, actually, that sounds very intriguing. That might motivate me to watch it. Yeah, I just haven't been motivated to watch American Horror Story, but that might actually motivate me to watch it, which is really good. What other shows are doing really well right now in the States? If you are not new to comment below and let me know, you know that I love American shows, despite the fact that I am Australian. So if there are any like new shows that have just recently come out that are doing really well, let me know, and I'll certainly have a look at them. I feel like some of the shows that you guys are into are like really far into the series, and it will take a long time for me to catch up. But if there's anything new that's come out that's doing really well that you guys might want to do chats on or have reviews done about or whatever, then certainly let me know. I try to stay away from shows that come out on Netflix, and the reason that I tend to do that is because I feel like, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think with Netflix they give you a whole season at once, where comment below and let me know. I feel it's much better to watch one episode a week as it comes out and then review it, rather than review like a whole season that's just come out at once. Even if I'm just reviewing episodes one by one, different people are going to be at completely different stages of the season, and so it will make it very tough to do. But if there are any good ones out there on TV at the moment that you guys are watching that are like one episode a week sort of shows, certainly let me know. Tori says, Will, it's about William Shakespeare. Oh, okay. I shall definitely have to look that one up. How long has that one been out for? Let's see. Okay. There we go. It looks like it only came out recently. Yeah, there's only 4 episodes so far. Oh, wait, actually, sorry, I take that back. That's not correct at all. It looks like there've only been 2 episodes so far. Oh, that's cool. If you guys like that one, I can certainly look into that one. That'd be great. Alias, your message has been retracted. 10 Commandments, your message has been retracted. Tori says, just started 2 episodes on TNT. There you go. I don't know if I've watched anything on TNT before. But I would certainly have no problem giving that a go. That sounds like a good one. Any other recommendations of things that have just started that you guys would like to tell me about? Trying to see if I've seen anything on TNT before. I don't know if you're going to show me this program. Here we go. No. I've heard that Claws is really good. If you guys like Claws, let me know, and I might look into that. Apparently they acquired Bones. They acquired Charmed. There you go. And they do sports programming, but it doesn't look like they do tennis. So there you go. And they've got some shows in development as well. There you go. The Wikipedia page for this channel is pretty cool, I must say. Let's go back to you guys. Tori says Charmed was on TNT. There you go. Yeah, just found that. Alias says, do you watch Arrow? No, my sister does. She loves Arrow. But I haven't seen it as yet. No. But how far in is the show? Feel free to let me know about that. Yeah, so, I mean, the shows that I watch these days, aside from the animated shows, but the shows that are on, like, right now, are the shows that I'm covering. So I watch Shadowhunters and Fosters. South Park is coming back, but, I mean, I don't know. Would it be kind of ridiculous to do live South Park chats? I don't think that's something that you guys probably want to see. Alias says going on season 6. Oh, yeah, so it's quite far in, and it will take me a long time to catch up with it. But if enough people want me to look into Arrow, then I will look into it. But that's a lot of seasons to catch up on. Yeah, so there you go. Yeah, because obviously I don't get, you know, listings of shows that come out in the States. Here in Australia, we have a few new shows that have started up, but honestly, I got to say I'm not really interested in any of them, to be honest. Australian Survivor is starting back up, I think, in like a couple of weeks, and I really don't know if I'm going to watch that one because, like with a lot of American things, we sort of ruin programs over here. So I'll just stick with the American Survivor for now. The Flash is going on season 4. There you go. So that might be a bit easier for me to catch up on. It's from the same universe. Oh, excellent. Yeah, so if there are any other like new American shows that have come out that are doing really well, let me know. But I'm certainly going to have a look into Will. I mean, that's only 2 episodes, so that might be a really good one to look into. If there are any others, certainly let me know. What else is going on? I wonder if Freeform's showing anything that I'm like totally missing that would be like so great to cover for our channel. I mean, I've loved Freeform forever. Well, not obviously now it's called Freeform, but I think back in the day it was called ABC Family. And I loved ABC Family for so long. So I wonder if there's like any new programs on Freeform at the moment. That might be good to sort of have a look at. There we go. So original programming for Freeform is Foster's, Stitches. Some people have said to have a look at Stitches. They're 3 seasons in, but I might go do that. Shadowhunters is a Freeform show? Are you seriously kidding me? I did not know it was a Freeform show. There you go. Beyond, which I gave Beyond a go, but honestly I sort of started getting over it. Famous in Love, which I've seen, I'm completely up to date with. What's the bold type? I've never seen the bold type. That's drama. Comedy, they have Young and Hungry. That's since their 5th season. And then we've got reality shows like Cheer Squad, The Letter, The Twins, Happily Ever After, Truth and Liza. And for digital, we have Party Girl, oh my gosh, School of Duty, Open Roads, Time for Bed with Poonam Patel, and My Boyfriend is a Robot. Oh, well, isn't that quite fascinating? Tori says, watch THR promo for Will. Oh, should I watch it now? I could watch it live with you guys if you want. Ailey says, The Flash does have mysteries. Who is Zoom? Who is Saboteur? Oh, there you go. So that might be a really good thing to look into if it's a mystery show, because I love mystery shows and they're great to talk about. I will. I'll have a look at Will. I have a teaser. I have a 103 promo. What do I look up to find out? Oh my gosh, is that the guy that played the Darklighter in Charmed and was on Crossing Jordan? What should I look up to get the exact one you want me to look at, Tori? And it says, but a lot of pep talks on the Flash. Cool. Yeah, THR promo for Will, that's what you said. Look up trailer. Good one. Will trailer. Can't even type right now. Trailer. Season 1 official trailer. Okay, I'll look this one up. It's by TNT. Ooh. Ooh, who is kissing?
Torn between 2 brothers. 2 fates.
Oh.
2 women. Who are you? William Shakespeare.
Hmm?
Never heard of him. I have a play.
Of any quality?
I think so. You can't just make up words. Someone must. Money. Power. Greatness. You see, it's all just theater. Theaters must be destroyed once and for all. The danger is real. You coward. That was the man executed yesterday. And to write a play about the most dangerous man in England.
It looks really good.
Better to die on our feet than live on our knees. You all have created a place where a common man can become a king. The time has come for us to fight for what we believe in. We are at war, and our only weapons are words. I will write plays that question how
This looks really, really, really good.
why we fight. What is human? Who knows what secrets lie within men's souls? Will, new series, July 10th at 9 on TNT.
Wow. Guys, that looks really, really, really good. I definitely think that's something that I would be into. I love like theatre and stuff like that. I have a great appreciation for William Shakespeare, so certainly that is something that I could definitely get into in 2 episodes. I mean, that's not much at all to get into, so we could certainly have a look into that for sure. That sounds great. The 10 Commandments is copying Alias's symbol, and Alias is not happy about it. Tori says, "Told you so." Yeah, you did. It looks really great. Thank you, Tori. I'm gonna ask you for recommendations from now on, Tori. Okay, what should I watch now? Because I'm getting towards the end of 13 Reasons Why, so I'm gonna need something else to be focusing on. 10 Commandments has changed their symbol, yeah, to a ghost. I like that. Yeah. So there you go. Have you stopped driving, Tori? Because I don't want you to be running while you're driving. It's very dangerous. Yeah, so yes, that sounds really good. I'll definitely have to get into that and we can discuss that. That sounds really, really good. Let's see. What is the bold type? Never heard of that before. Bold type is a drama series, blah, blah, blah. Centers around 3 friends who all work for Scala, a global women's magazine. The show will explore their outrageous lives in New York City as they learn to find their own voices and share their sexuality, identity, love, and fashion. Seriously, is this like the new Sex and the City? It certainly sounds like it. Joey says, yes, I stopped. Oh, that's good. Let's see if this is like the new Sex and the City, shall we? It's the trailer for the bold type.
For the past 4 years, the 3 of us have toiled away together in the assistant trenches. I just got a story proof. Are you not wearing a bra?
It looks more like Devil Wears Prada.
Who tries to hold you back? I'm a feminist, and so is this magazine. It's about clothes and makeup. That's actually a common misconception. Any problems with the JJ? Yeah, it's not 2006. Oh wait, is that him? I got myself drunk enough to express my emotions. Are you sure you want to do that right now? Yes. Gosh, worst pep talk ever. My Twitter bio literally reads, "From some lesbian." Christina's been to take to the airport. I need to fix this. Everyone listen up. We are all going to tweet that a woman is being held against her will.
Describe your parents.
Oh, please. How can you not tell us that you're having sex with Richard Hunter? I can screw whoever I want.
This looks really good.
I have Beyonce on the line for you. Beyonce Knowles. Yes, I figured you meant that, Beyonce.
Okay, type 2-hour series premiere Tuesday, July 11th at 9 8 7.
Oh, has this literally just started? Oh my god, I think it just started like yesterday or something, or maybe even today. Oh wow, I love it. That looks really, really good. No, where are we? Skylar's here. Hey Skylar. Skylar says, hi friends, well, I didn't see the Fosters yet. I was wondering when is that Shadow review? It's tomorrow night, 11 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. So the same time we always do them, Skylar. I'm looking forward to doing that chat. It's going to be a lot of fun. It was such a great episode. So I'm looking forward to it. Tori says, Will just came on Monday with 2 episodes back to back to our premiere. Awesome. So, yay, I'll check out Will, and I'm also going to check out this Bold Type. I'm going to check out both of them. And if I like them both, then I'll do reviews and chats on them as well. 10 Commandments says, have you... Oh, that's a chat for him and Alias. Skylar says, oh, I see the review. Yes, I've seen it. I did the review and I loved it. It was an awesome episode. But as you said, you haven't seen it, so I'm not going to give anything away to you, I promise. I will not give you any spoilers, but it was a really good episode. Alias says, hi, Skylar. 10 Commandments says, hi, Skylar. Tori says, the guy you saw in the trailer that said it's all just theatre is the same guy I was talking about earlier that played Jace in the More Instruments movie, Jamie Campbell Bower. Oh, awesome. There you go. That is so cool. Yay. I love that I'm getting more shows to watch, which is good. Like, I really want to watch shows that are, like, present, that are just coming out so that I can, you know, be up to date with where you guys are at. So we have Will. And I'm also going to check out the Bold Type. Both look really good. So I'm looking forward to checking them out, and I'll, I guess, do a review on them and let you know what I think. And if both of them, if I enjoy both of them, then I'll certainly do reviews and chats for them as well. Well, since the number is growing here for this chat, I know that this was meant to be a Shadowhunters live chat, but we have discussed Shadowhunters. So if there's anything else that you guys would like to talk about at all, certainly feel free to bring it up and we can discuss it. Probably going to be here for about another 12 minutes and then I'm going to go. But we do have our Foster's chat tomorrow night, 11 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. I'm absolutely looking forward to getting into that because it was a really good episode and there is so much to discuss, not only like with what happened with the episode, but how that is a reflection on society. Because as anyone who's watched the Fosters knows, with any episode, they bring up a lot of great social issues. So I'm looking forward to discussing the episode and discussing where they've taken these things from and what that means and all of that. So it's going to be a really great discussion tomorrow. Tori says you should start the Game of Thrones. Everyone is telling me to watch the Game of Thrones. The problem is the Game of Thrones, like what the Game of Thrones is about is not really my sort of thing. And it's not like the controversial stuff like the nudity or whatever. That's totally fine. I don't mind that. But it's very old-fashioned sword fighting sort of thing, and that's not something that I'm really into, which might be controversial that I say that, but it's just not something that I like so much, so that's why I don't watch Game of Thrones. But so many people have recommended that I watch it, and I'm probably like the only person I know, possibly aside from Nathan, who doesn't watch Game of Thrones, because I know it's like really huge and really popular. But I can say that that's one show that we won't cover on this channel because it's just, yeah, I can't get into sword fighting and stuff like that. The older fashioned the show is, the less likely I am to watch it. There was a show that was out at one time called Salem. I watched the first season. I watched the first half of the second season and went, yeah, this is not for me anymore. Although, in saying that, I don't know if Will is like old-fashioned or what, but because it's about William Shakespeare, that's a totally different thing. And he's going to be like writing plays, and they're going to be doing plays and stuff like that. So that's fine. That's completely different. But sword fighting is just not my thing. I'm just not into that. I haven't even taken up fencing before, though I wouldn't mind giving one class a go just to see what it's like. Sorry, says, thou shalt not cover another man's wife. Obviously, you're referring to Game of Thrones. Ayla says, thou shalt not have no other gods before me. I like that. Thou shalt not give into the any graven images. Tori says, damn. Yeah, sorry, Tori. Sorry to disappoint you on that one. But we are going to cover a lot of other ones, just not that one. Tori says, I loved Salem. Yes, Salem was fine, like, for what it was. I liked, like, the magical parts and all of that, and that's what brought me in. But it was so old-fashioned, and all those old-fashioned things just kept getting to me. Where when I think of magic, I think of things like Charmed, for example, which was definitely not old-fashioned. But yeah, that's just me. You know, obviously everyone's different, and everyone's going to watch what they like, and I want to cover things on my channel that I know I'm definitely into, so that, you know, you can have reviews that, you know, you can tell that I'm definitely into, like Shadowhunters, for example. Ten Commandments says, good job, you two, Alias. Do you want to name them all? Tori says, thank you, Ten Commandments Killer. Scarlett says, Game of Thrones is amazing. There's so many great setups. It's great on a cinematography level. Yeah, it might be. I've seen a few little snippets here and there of it. Obviously, I haven't even seen a whole episode, so I realize I'm judging this without even watching an episode. But yeah, I'm just, the whole thing of riding horseback and doing sword fights, it's just something that never appealed to me. So I just don't think it would be something that I would get into. But I'd rather be honest with you guys than give you false hope and say, yeah, we'll do a live chat and then never do it. Or we'll follow this and then I never do. So I'd rather be honest with you. And it says, thou shalt not take the Lord's name in vain. Remember the Sabbath. Skylar says, I like more than halfway through. I'm like more than halfway through the first season with Charmed. That is so cool. Don't forget we have our show chat coming up on Sunday for the pilot episode. I'm glad that you are. Are you enjoying it? Tori says, I stopped Salem at season 2. I got bored. Yeah, it started getting really boring, and the main witch woman, and I forgot her name, but like the main one, I liked her, but then it just started getting boring, and even the main guy, who was sort of attractive, couldn't keep me watching it. On a name, that's not killed, that's not adultery, yes, all of the commandments, well done. Scarlett says, I read an article about how the actress that plays Phoebe and Prue are finally talking again. Lol, cast drama. There you go. Is that because Shannon has cancer? Could be. I mean, cancer. I know cancer brings people together. But yeah, I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. Skylar says, but Game of Thrones isn't for everyone, so I know it's not for everyone. There is some dark magic and dragons, lol. Yeah, so I mean, maybe I would be into the dark magic and stuff, but yeah, I mean, otherwise, it wouldn't be for me. But if you have any other shows that you'd like to recommend to me, certainly let me know. I'll check out trailers, and if they speak to me, then I'll definitely be giving them a go. I never thought I would watch 13 Reasons Why, and then someone here on comment below and let me know, I forgot who it was, told me to watch 13 Reasons Why. And then, as I said, a couple of days ago, I didn't know what to watch, so I watched the pilot episode, and I just fell in love and became obsessed. Please, no spoilers. I have not finished the series yet. I'm hoping that I will either finish it tonight or tomorrow. But yeah, I'm very close to getting, very close to the end of at least the first season. I don't know if they'll have the second one, but that was thanks to a recommendation the one you guys gave me. So I appreciate that. Tori says, by the way, I've only watched the first episode of Will, and it was great. Yay, awesome. So yeah, as I said, I'll totally check it out, and I'll definitely let you know what I thought. Obviously, if I like it, I'll continue to watch it, and you know, we'll get to a stage where I start doing reviews and chats about it. Same with the other one, the bold type. So I'll let you know. Tori says, yep, agreed, Skyline. Yay. Skylar says, no, apparently when Shannon left or was fired from the show, and when Alyssa was asked about it, she replied, I'm not sure if she was fired or left, but Holly and her were friends like 10 years prior. Yes, that I knew. Tori says, what tape are you on? Just number, no name. Good question. I think I'm up to, is it 8 or 9? Let me just check. No, actually, neither. I'm up to tape 10. So I'll be watching tape 10 tonight. Skylar says, to the show, so it was like high school. Yeah, so I did know that Holly and Shannon were friends, and when they were going through castings, apparently like the network or something didn't necessarily want to cast Holly, but Shannon fought for her, and I'm so glad she did, because otherwise I would never have known her. Skylar says, and I think Shannon got upset about Alyssa's comment. Oh, there you go. Tori says, yay! What are we yaying, Tori? Are we yaying Will? Are we yaying 13 Reasons Why? What are we yaying, Tori? Let me know. I love a good yay. Don't love a good yaw, but love a good yay. Did I ever tell you guys the word yaw? It's a word that I came up with, or that my friend in high school came up with a long time ago. Y and like multiple A's after it. Yaw. And yaw basically is something that's bad or terrible or whatever. Like, for example, I still have a lot of homework to do. Yaw. So I love yays. I don't like yaws. Ten Commandments says, Alias knows his commandments. This has nothing to do with religion. Yeah, no, I think it's great that he does know the commandments. Yeah, definitely. Look, I don't mind having a religious chat. I don't necessarily want to do it here. I don't mind doing it in general. That's totally fine. To each their own as far as what you're going to do and what path you want to follow, if you want to follow a path at all. But I just wanted to talk about TV shows for the moment. Tori says, yay for 13 Reasons, you're so close. I am. Don't tell me the answer to this, but I do keep wondering, when in the heck is his tape going to come up? I keep waiting for it, but I am loving, what's her name? The main girl, the one that did the tapes. And I keep forgetting her name, and it's so sad, because the moment I go back and watch it again, I'm like, that's her name. Hannah Baker. I love Hannah. I don't know why, but I'm like, oh my god, this girl is so awesome. But yeah, definitely loving the show. Oh, and I will say this for 13 Reasons Why. In the last episode, one of the characters, in case no one else has seen it, I won't spoil it, one of the characters came out as being gay, and I was suspecting it from the first episode. I'm like, oh my god, he's gay. Like, seriously, when's he going to say it? When's he going to say it? And then finally in the last episode, he said, you know I'm gay, right? I'm like, hey, I knew it. So finally, we have a gay guy in the show I'm watching. Well, I mean, in saying that, I do have that with Shadowhunters, and I do have that with Fosters as well. But for the other show, we didn't have gay couples. Skies is in Charmed. I'm on the Friday the 13th episode. That is a really good episode, Skylar. So yeah, let me know what you end up thinking about that one. It's one of the bigger episodes, and there's a character in that episode that is used a couple of times because they loved the actor and how he was with the girls. So certainly let me know how you go with that, but I won't spoil it for you. Tori's laughing. Awesome. Skylar is saying, Hannah. Yes, Hannah. Alias says, but James was the original 10 Commandments killer. Oh, there you go. Oh, okay. I don't know what 10 Commandments did or said, but 10 Commandments was banned and then unbanned. Okay. Did I miss something, Tori? You can let me know. I won't say it out loud, but you can let me know if I missed something. Yeah, okay. Well, if you guys have anything else that you would like to talk about, let me know, because we're going to be ending this chat very, very soon. I'm going to go and watch take 10 of 13 Reasons Why. Yeah, so not really much else to report to you guys, other than the fact that I am still writing. I was writing a book called Electric Storm, but I've stopped writing that one. I'm still writing Darkened Soul, but it's taking a little while to get there. And I've started writing a new book on Fiction Press. If you want to go and have a look at that, you're more than welcome to. I will never read it out here. So I can promise I will never read it out, but it's because it's very personal to me. It's based on a true story. But it is called The Your Delusions of Frederick. So if you want to go and check that out, certainly feel free to do so. But as I said, I'm not going to be reading it out on the channel. So if you want to read it, feel free to do so. Tori says, accident, my 2-year-old have my phone. Oh, no problems at all. Hi, Tori's 2-year-old. He steals stuff. Ten Commandments says, you scared me, lol. I got to go deal with them, with him. Sorry again, love you all. We love you too, Tori. Thank you so much for being here. We're about to wrap things up. And it says bye. Ten Commandments says bye, Tori. Yeah, I did wonder Ten Commandments. I was like, why are you getting blocked? But there you go. That was all sorted with, so it's all fine. It was Tori's 2-year-old who we love. Tori says, his name is Bentley. Hi, Bentley. How are you? Are you enjoying the show? Oh, that's so sweet. All right, guys. Well, if there's nothing else that you want to talk about, then I will make tracks and head off and go watch some more 13 Reasons Why. Once I've watched 13 Reasons Why, I am going to be doing a 13 Reasons Why live chat where we talk about the season, because it was just so good. So if you haven't seen it and you want to get involved in that chat, I recommend that you watch it. There are 13 episodes. Certainly it's something that is doable. Even if you watched one a night, within a fortnight you would be done. But yeah, it's a really, really great show. I've never seen anything quite like this show before in my life, but I love what they've done there. Alias says, Skylar says, Tori, you look like Harley Quinn in your photo. Nice. Alias says, hi, Bentley. Tori says, I cosplay as Harley Quinn. Oh, cool. Thank you for noticing. Skylar says, haha, that's cool. Ten Commandments says to Alias, James wanted me to carry on his legacy. All right, guys. Well, I think I'm going to leave it there for now. But I want to say thank you all for coming to this live Shadowhunters chat. If there's something that I'm working out, it is that during our Shadowhunters chat, it's divided into 2 sections. We have a chat about Shadowhunters, and then we have a chat about random things. But still, it's a lot of fun. I love chatting with you guys anyway. You guys are my family, and you're all very beautiful. So thank you so much for watching this. Whether you're watching this live or whether you're watching it delayed, I thank you for being here. If you come along to my live chats, or if you watch them delayed and you haven't subscribed, please do so. We'd love to have you as a member of the family. I am looking at aiming, I have a new goal for myself, which is to reach 300 subscribers. So if you would like to come along and be part of the family and help contribute towards that goal, I would really appreciate it. Otherwise, I hope you all enjoyed this latest episode of Shadowhunters. I certainly felt like it was one of the greatest revelations that we've had in a very long time, but also some other great scenes, like, as I said, with Malik, and it was great having Simon as a vampire. Yay! Like Tori has said that there are going to be more vampire moments with Simon, so yay, I'm so totally looking forward to that. That is going to be completely awesome. Do not forget, we have a Foster's chat tomorrow night at 11 PM Australian Eastern Standard Time, which is going to be so great because we have so much to talk about with that show. And I know that there are a lot of people on this channel that watch the Fosters, so if you haven't watched it, that one as well. But in the meantime, do not forget, we're coming after you. This is The Hunt. I'll see you next week at Tuesday, 11 PM Australian Standard Time for our next Shadowhunters chat. But until then, love to you all. Mwah. Bye, guys.